Hello everybody, my name is Jamie. I'm the founder of Reunited Games and currently going to school for my bachelor's degree at Full Sail University in game development. If you're here, you're either back from my original two videos where I went over what this channel is going to be doing for a while before I start getting into my career as a game developer, as well as my student vlog from about a week ago, a little longer because this video is taking me longer to get out there. Or you found this video while you were out looking for information for this week 2 of Psychology of Play, while looking for program information or how-to videos, I guess. So before we get into next week's assignments, I'm gonna go ahead and go over how I did on this past week, which was pretty good. So far, before this course, I had hit 100 on everything, which was just the creative presentation course class. And so for the first week of Psychology of Play, I got a 99 in general and a 98 on the actual assignment. However, the reason it wasn't 100 was because I guess I didn't understand the assignment. It wasn't, I had made the post about my creative setup, my monitors, like I mentioned in the last video, my table, which I ended up getting rid of, and well, what she wanted me to do was to show creativity in the setup, not utility. So like I had to show a few extra pictures of, like, I had made a poster here to try and keep me focused that has my wife on it. I have some pictures of like Spider-Man prints and art pieces up here on the wall. The TV's here. I have those Pokemon back there. The issue is that I live in a studio room essentially, and so the entire thing is filled with my creative stuff as well as my wife's. It's a mixture of my decorating and her decorating, which is just collectible. My collectibles and her collectibles. Very different, but it's all in the same room. Another example could be maybe a bunch of pop figures in the background, or little figurines set up on top of your computer, or the monitor, or whatever it might be. So if you're doing this course, they want to see creativity in your creative space, not utility. Although utility would be amazing, it's just that's not what the assignment is. So that's my tip for you guys for this week. But after clarifying all that with the professor, she upped it to 100. She realized it was my own miscommunication, but I didn't really change anything different. It was all the same still. And so she was like, oh, okay, I understand better. And she just gave me 100. Just be communicative with your teacher as best you can. Week 2 was a very similar style of quests that you can do for your assignments for this week. Again, they gave you 4 different quest options to pick from. The weekly calendar, like for what you wanted to get accomplished for this week, like a task to-do list calendar is also on there. I believe that's going to be on there for every week. And so that's a super easy one. You could just get done really easily, but there is a different color for each week, and I don't know if they're going to mark points from you if you use the same color as the week before. So make sure you're downloading the template each week. Even though it's the exact same template, it's a different color. However, the questions at the bottom of the weekly template are different, so make sure you go over those questions, go to the reading material that they're giving you, and then read those. The second quest that I did was called Get Connected. And the objective of that one was just to get a group of friends or family together to play a game in person or online, or watching a movie. Then taking pictures or screenshots of the event and create an infographic of the whole thing. And if you don't know what an infographic is, it's essentially a collage of the pictures that you took with some text of what they want you to write or talk about. So an infographic can be something extremely simple, one-page thing. I ended up doing something more like a slideshow or a presentation. And so let me pull this up here. Or you can do what I did and just do a PowerPoint presentation. That's what I did, and I got 100. Emotional benefits of social connection through game. Virtual meetup with friends and family. Like introduction, stress relief through social media. During our Fortnite session, we found time to ask fun questions while playing. They gave you a list of questions that you could answer. While playing, this provided a mix of lighthearted moments and social bonding. For example, we asked each other if you can save one thing from a burning house other than living creatures, because everything would have been saved by then. what would it be? What would you go back into for a physical item, not a person? And my friend Colton said that his gear bag would be his pick for his paintball set. My wife said her makeup kit, and I, of course, said my computer. That I would, even if it wasn't safe to go back into the house for, I'd probably find a way, break the window, do something to get into this room to get my computer. But you get the idea. And then we also talked about setting up a time to go watch the new My Hero Academia movie. As of the time I was recording this, I did see it. It was really good. So the third option for a quest, which I did not do this one, was to learn a new skill, like spend the week playing guitar, write down your progress from when you first started to when you stopped, or juggling or skateboarding, something like that. Just learn some new skill and then create an infographic on that. The fourth quest option was called Press Play, and that one was to select one of the podcasts that they give you the options for Psychology of Play, to watch the podcast or listen to the podcast and then do your project on that. But like I said, this week I just did the weekly and the group gaming session. So I did get 100 on that, and since this is being recorded late, I'm going to add in this current week's progress because we're already going on to week 4 and I'm waiting to get graded for week 3. We're currently talking about week 2. So now we're moving on to week 3 of Psychology of Play. Okay, so for the third week, again, I went ahead and did my project for the weekly planner. The same thing as I will do for the fourth week. Where essentially this will be your visual for it, I guess. The next assignment that I did was User's Guide to Me, and you essentially write your personal motto, how you handle conflict, your grit score, which they give you a test to do, how I can help my team succeed, or how I like to help my team succeed, what motivates me the most, and my picture up here. It's an older picture, but my picture up here. This is one of the other quests that you can do for week 3. I ended up doing 4 quests this week just because I like to overachieve. This one was the exact same thing as the playing with friends quest from the week before, but this is with classmates. So me and Leighton got together. He had invited another classmate, and we all played a few games of Fortnite. We almost won quite a few times, but we ended up just going over to survive the horde and won over here on this one. So that was pretty fun. He ended up coming up with this really cool design and Fortnite, the squad, and yeah, all that. This was his design, so that was really cool. The other quest was mind map habits that you wanted to do. So the habit I wanted to start doing is write clean and organized code, not messy. So I want to make this a habit in order to get these benefits. Build trust with employees and teammates by making easy and clean code to read and fix. Clean code reduces spent time troubleshooting. Teammates will find your code easier to work with. Writing good code helps you feel more capable and prepared. Obstacles and solutions over here on the right, and then the rewards that I get, or I will reward myself to eventually, once I eventually do get better at writing clean, efficient code. Oh, what venomized my browser? So those are the assignments that I did this week. Again, you only really need to do 2 of them to get your 100, and then you also have to fill out the questions that they ask you about it and fill out your posts with like 3 different paragraphs. But you could read all that if you guys want this. Still waiting to get a graded on that, but I'm expecting 100. If not, it seems like they're pretty lenient with like, oh, if you didn't get it, you want to make these changes, we're willing to let you make those changes, and then we'll upgrade your grade from there. So that brings us to a close for this 2 weeks. Sorry I recorded that yesterday, realized I didn't do a good enough outro, and so I'm re-recording it now. I also realized my hair was horrendous because of the headset. But let's just not talk about it in the comments. That'd be great. Thank you guys for watching this update. I will see you all next Sunday. Have a great day.